All right, everyone, welcome back to Nails by Sora. I hope you are doing well. I had featured this or talked about it at least in a prior video. I don't remember when, if it aired before, if it's aired yet. Well, it's definitely aired yet at the point of this video going live, but I wanted to go over it again because I'm going to start using it to create not nail swatches as its purpose, but a nail design book. And the purpose is to have, you know, a display of your nail colors. You know, instead of having all of your swatches on a key ring or however you have it, you use these snap-in, I already have one in here, these snap-in trays and nails. You polish the nails, you snap them on this stick, and then you snap it on into the book, and then you have all of your swatches in one convenient, easy to look at page. But what I want to use it for is kind of a nail art design book, so that I can have something at the salon if somebody wants to get nail art, they don't know what they want to do, whether it's a simple design or a complex design. I can just show them this book and it'll make them make the decision, or help them make the decision a little bit easier. Especially coming, I mean, I know it's only May, possibly June when this posts, but the holidays will be here sooner than we know. That's just the way the year keeps going, faster and faster and faster. And I want to be able to have a display of Halloween designs and Christmas and Hanukkah designs, or just basic seasonal designs for people to choose from. So this is a wheel or an oblong circle where you can take your nails and attach them to them to make them easy to work on. Now the only problem I have with it is that they snap on in this direction, and I paint my nails this way with the tip facing down, because that's generally how you design your nails. When you're looking at it, you know, you're showing someone, they're looking at it from this perspective, not this perspective. So it may take a little bit for me to get used to it. I kind of wish that they were tilted in the other direction. But this makes it easy if you're doing a... Can I attach them the other way? Yes, actually, I can. This makes it easy so that if you're doing a color series or a design series, you have them all laid out on the stand. Ready to go onto the floor. I will pick that up in a moment. But I think I have the energy for maybe 4 designs tonight. So that's what I'm going to focus on. I am going to put these away. Come here. I'm pretty sure that they snap in this way. Yes. Snap in this way, not the other way. All right, so I'm going to get all set up. I'm going to close this up and put it aside. And I'm going to get ready to do some designs. I haven't yet decided what I want to do, but we'll go on this journey together, so stay tuned. All right, so I think for this set, I actually put down 5 nails, just because I wanted them all laid out. But I think for this set, I'm going to do an abstract series. So I'm just going to go in with this beautiful mauvey lavender color. And do a thin layer. And then I'm going to do the same with this nail. Then, and by the way, the name The name of this color is Pressed Rose, that I nearly dumped all over the place. This one is Aster Family. This one is by My Acai, which is one of my favorite purples, and purples are really popular this season. And then we have Glass Orchid, which is a beautiful glass fuchsia color, which I have yet to use. So I'm going to go ahead and do 2 coats of all of these, curing in between, and then we're going to get into the design. Alright, so we're going to start in on the mauve nail. Mauve nail number 1, Pressed Rose. I'm going to clean my brush and get it ready because I haven't done so yet. I'm just going to do some abstract line work, and actually I picked out this brush, which I think is a bit smaller than what I want to use. So should we go for the jumbo long? Okay, nice and clean. I'm going to take contrasting colors. And just kind of play around with my line work. Okay, I did not cure the other ones first, the other lines, and I went a little bit too close with By My Acai. So I'm going to go ahead and cure this and then finish the other line work.
never understand the things that we want. Why do you keep coming back? I want love you don't know. So why are you here? Yeah. I should take it back so that you don't know where my heart is at. Don't want you to know.
All right, so I decided I'm not going to do just abstract designs. I want to play with some contrasting colors, and I want to do some flower work. So I took out my yellow gel paint from Madame Glam and my white, and I want to do some flowers. Purple and yellow are contrasting colors. They are opposite on the color wheel, so they go really well together. And I think that these two, yeah, I think the yellow and the By My Acai will be really beautiful together. So I'm going to take my shorter liner brush and I'm just going to freehand some flowers.
Complicate things. Maybe if I ask, was any of it real?
Like so. So basically what I'm doing is I'm creating two semicircles facing each other. And then I'm going to continue with that motif in a circle format.
Let's put the sun back in the sky. Tired of crying, don't call me back. Just say I'll say goodbye.
I don't know why, but I'm really into flowers this season. So I'm just going to go with it.
Don't call me back. Just say I'll say goodbye. Yeah, I'll say goodbye. Don't call me back. Just say goodbye. Let's put the sun back in the sky. Tired of crying, don't call me back. Just say I'll say goodbye. Tired of crying, don't call me back. Just say goodbye.
Don't be afraid to go off the side of the nail. The entire flower doesn't need to be within sight. It looks more natural if it doesn't stay on the nail. I am so happy to have a brand new jar of white gel paint from Madame Glam. It is seriously my favorite. It is all I've used. I've tried different brands and they just do not compare. I was panicking for a while because it looked like Madame Glam was going to be discontinuing the white for some reason. I can't get the angle with the other nail there. But they decided to bring it back, thankfully. I don't know if maybe it was just a manufacturing delay, so they took it off the website, but I was not happy. But I am happy once again that it is back. And if you want to get it, I do have a discount code for you. In fact, the discount code works site-wide. It is Nails by Sora 35. So go check it out. I will link it down below in the description box. 35% off your entire order. Nails by Sora 35. All right, I'm going to go ahead and cure this so I can put in some accents on the center of the flowers. I might go over this one again once it's cured because it is a little transparent and splotchy. All right, so to put in the center part of the flowers, I'm just going to take contrasting colors, white for the yellow and yellow for the white, and just dot it in there. I just want to take up some of the negative space, so I'm going to put in some random dots. Things always look best in negative numbers. Negative numbers? No. Odd numbers. So I'm just going to do them in clusters of 3. And that's going to finish off this nail. I'm going to give it a cure, and then we're going to move on to the next nail. All right, so for nail number 3, I'm going to be doing another contrasting color. Although technically it's an analogous color because it's next to, they're next to each other on the color wheel. But I'm going to do leaves alternating down one side of the nail. I want to use the dotting tool, so I'm going to drop dots. No likey. Okay, let's try that again. Dots need to be smaller. And more spaced apart.
Where my heart is at, don't want you to know more. My love is lost. Well, there's only one thing left to do.
I'm just using pigment that's already on the nail to pull it down. Now that I have the pattern, I'm going to go back in with a little bit more pigment.
Don't call me back, just say goodbye. I can change the past. Don't wanna complicate things. Maybe if I asked, was any of it real?
Now I'm just going to connect them.
There's only one thing left to do. My heart is breaking on you.
All right, I'm going to cure this, and then I'm going to add a bit of an accent. So stay tuned. Okay, so on my palette, I have this new color that I picked up from Charm Gel. It is Unicorn, and it's this beautiful, what do you call it? Holographic glitter in a transparent gel. And it looks different depending upon what background it's on. You can see it on the palette right here. So I'm going to use it just to add a little bit of sparkle. I'm not going over the blue, I'm going right next to the blue.
Just say goodbye.
All right, so that is that nail done. I'm going to give this a cure, and then I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do with the next two nails, because I don't know at the moment. Okay, so I want to do a marble design, but I left my blossom gel at work. So I'm going to try to use a thin base coat. And we'll see if that works. All right, so we've got our base coat. I'm going to take the colors that are already on my palette, and I'm going to marble them together. So I'm going to grab my water marbling tool. I'm going to try to pull them down a little bit into a stripe so I can better work them together. And then I'm just going to pull them together as much as I can, because I don't want to put more color on the palette. It'll be fine. I do need an application brush though. Here we go. So what we're going to do, hopefully, is do some marble. So I'm going to take a thin coat of base gel, slap it on the nail, I'm going to grab some color and kind of just float it on top. I think that's working pretty well. I'm going to rotate it and go in the opposite direction. I don't want to be too heavy-handed with it. So at this point I'm just going to go in with my liner brush and pull the pigment along. I'm going to add some individual colors where I feel it needs it. Should we add some sparkle in there? All right, I think I like how that is. I'm not going to put any more on. I just want to push a lint-free wipe up against the side to make sure there's no pooling. Could hold it upside down a little bit just so that it pulls it towards the apex. And now we're going to give it a cure. All right, so for the last nail, I think I want to do some moons and stars. So I'm going to take my chrome gel paint. I'm going to clean off my brush once again. And my dotting tool. I'm going to go ahead and take that chrome gel paint and drop some dots in that are going to become starbursts. And now we're going to take our liner brush and just pull the pigment out from the center. North, south, east, west. And then if you want an 8-pointed star, you can do in between the other spokes. All right, so we're going to do the same with the other ones.
Where my heart is at, don't want you to know more. My love is lost. Well, there's only one thing left to do. My heart is breaking.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and cure that before I go ahead and put in my moon. So for the moon, we're just going to draw a semicircle. We're going to connect it up through the center. Round those corners and fill it in. Can then define the points of your crescent moon a little bit more if you need to.
I'll say goodbye. Tired of crying. Don't call me back, just say goodbye. There's only one thing. Let's put the sun back in the sky. Tired of crying.
And now I'm just going to put in some pinprick stars.
I'll say goodbye. Don't call me back, just say goodbye. Let's put the sun back in the sky. Tired of crying. Don't call me back, just say I'll say goodbye.
Okay, so before I cure this, I want to use some caviar beads. So I'm going to grab my Makartt rhinestone glue. And my caviar beads, which are right in here. And my wax tool, which is somewhere. So I'm going to put a caviar bead in the center of each star. Alright, so now that we have all of our nails done, I'm going to go ahead and base coat and top coat. That way, I always find that the top coat comes out shinier if it's on top of a base coat. So that's what I'm going to do. Even though these are sample nails, we want them to look as good as possible because it's what the client are going to see in reference. So I'm going to do a thin layer of base, then a top coat, and I will be back to review what we have done today. Now you can coat over the caviar beads. In fact, I would advise that you do so. They're not going to tarnish. It's not going to change the way they look, but it will protect them from tarnishing and from getting knocked off. And this one actually moved as it was curing, but that's okay. Okay, so I have a feeling that my battery is going to die before I finish this. But I do have a backup battery, so that's good. These are our finished nails. We have our abstract, we've got our marble, we've got our leaf motif, our flower motif, and then our celestial motif. I love how they all turned out. This was a lot more easy to use than I thought it would be. At first it was a little bit unwieldy, but once I got the hang of how to balance my finger while I was working and rotating it, it worked quite well. So let's go ahead and put them in the book now. I did want to go row by row, but now I'm kind of thinking that I want to have like one row for abstract, one row for florals, one row for marbles. So we're going to go ahead, or I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to move this up here. Snap that in, and we're going to start with our abstract, which I guess is going to go this way, much to my consternation. Hello? Snap in. Helps if you can see it. Oh no. Tell me I cured silver on it by accident. No, it's okay. It was just on the surface. We're all good. So let me grab another one and snap it in. We're going to do our marbles. All right, so now we have, let me pull this up, our 5 designs that we've done so far. My goal is to fill up this entire book and then to add to it so that I always have a library of designs for people to choose from, but that's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for joining me. If you liked it, please let me know. If you want to see more videos like this, definitely let me know. If you have any ideas for designs I can add to the book, definitely let me know. But otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for joining me. Hit that like and subscribe button and that notification bell so that you always know when new videos are available, and I will see you soon. Bye.
Crying, don't call me back, just say I'll say goodbye. Yeah, don't call me back, just say goodbye. I can change the past, don't wanna complicate things.